Hello everybody and welcome to One Yard Wednesday. We are so excited to have you here today where we have some great deals on some awesome fabric. With me today is my producer, Mr. GP.
Hey everybody.
And behind him we have a Skylar. The line, do you remember the line? It is.
I think it's Dancing Daisies.
It is Dancing Daisies. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that was really fun. A line that we were trying to find a great quilt to make out of it, and it really turned out really nice. And then,
This one.
yeah, I like the rich, warm colors. It's perfect for fall. It's good. And then behind me, I have an Assorted. This Assorted is so cool. Let me step away so you can kind of see it, but I love the bright, fun colors. And then it's got this awesome backing and binding, which we'll talk about in a little while. That fun black and white stripe. All right. So, as I said, we have some great fabrics for you today, and prices will not go into effect until after the show. So sit back, watch, relax, and yeah, we'll show you all that we have for you today. I have a question. So real quick, my question is, after Thanksgiving, what do you do with the leftovers?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Like, I obviously eat all the leftovers, and leftovers are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But some people make them into like a hot dish or a casserole.
That sounds good.
Yeah, combine some things.
I like making a Thanksgiving sandwich for like the next 3 days after.
Yes.
That's always the best.
Yes. So what do you put on your sandwich?
Everything I can that was on my Thanksgiving dinner plate,
Yes.
pretty much.
Do you like cranberries?
And not really.
Yeah.
We don't normally have like cranberry sauce with our Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
I
We
guess
always
we're
have
not
to have a
traditional.
can of like the gelatinous,
Mm-mm.
and we have to have like real
Right.
cranberries.
Nice.
So we make everybody happy. I don't know. I don't eat it either. But some people love that tanginess next to their turkey or on their turkey
That's
with the
fair.
gravy. It
Mhm.
is. Maybe as I get older, I'll acquire that need. I don't know.
I'm good on it for now.
Right. Exactly. Me too. Okay, so let's get started and show you some great fabrics. We've got quite a few for you to take a peek at. So, Mr. GP, if you will go to the overhead. So today is going to be a little bit different. There's not quite a collection. It's some fabrics that we've brought in, but they do have a purpose. So this first one is Wool Check Dark Blue. This is by Cheryl Haynes, and it is a Benartex line, but it's just like it says. It's a denim dark blue wool check. Then I've got a couple more wool checks for you to take a peek at. Here is one that is check cream for obvious reasons. It's kind of creamy and taupey. And then we have the wool check gold. I'm going to move these together because we've got quite a few to show. From wool check gold, then we're going to go into wool check light green. We've got some awesome checks here for you. Then we've got Simone stripe blue and white. Yeah, just as it says, blue and white stripe. And then we have a Simone stripe pink and gray, which this pink is really pushing it. It's almost a little more red to me. It's not a bright pink. It's almost what's that word?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when this was being cut. I didn't realize why it was called pink gray. It's really more red.
It is. Mm-hmm. Then we have grid plaid, dark gray. And then we have grid plaid, dark green.
I really like those two.
They're very fun.
The little stars in the middle.
Then we have Revival Ripple Cream. So this has like all the colors. Let me see if I can hold it up to the camera just a little bit better and you can see those colors come through. Lots of great colors, lots that this can be used for. So that's there. And then we have another fun, colorful one with Striped Summer Rooftop Black. Look at those bright, fun stripes. I love color. Just love lots of color. And then we have Striped Summer Friday. Oh, nope, sorry. Yep, Friday Sunburst for obvious reasons. Looks like a bright spot of sunshine. And then we
need to tighten it up a little bit.
I do need to tighten it up. Thank you. I'm running out of room. We've got 4 more to go. Oofta. All right. So this one is Striped Summer Friday, Summer Love. Look at that. All of these are so fun. These stripes, just beachy, warm, summery California feel. I don't know. Then we've got the Friday Full Bloom. So 2 shades of purple here. And then we have Stripe Summer Friday Set Sail. So nautical.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's great. I like that these stripes too are different sizes. They kind of like fade from thin to wider. And then we have Striped Summer Friday Surf. Again, California, beachy. All right. So there we are. So can anybody guess what we're going to be talking about today with all these stripes and plaids? We are talking about bindings and some great fabrics to add a punch of color or some fun different directions to your bindings on your quilts. So any of these would make great bindings. Eat all of them up. This will cover you for the year. We've got a variety of colors, a variety of styles, and they're all great for anything that you would need for any of your bindings. So let's take a look at a quick video of Gudrun talking about binding. She did a Tipsy Tuesday just a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just going to run it here now so you can watch and yeah, take a look.
So I'm going to show you this technique whenever you need just a little bit of bias binding, not a whole lot. If you're doing something small, or in this case, we need to bind the inner circle of a tree skirt. We cut the 12-inch square, so you can cut a square any size. 12 inches is good. And then what we're going to do is just cut that square in half diagonally. And then we're going to piece the 2 units together like this. So into kind of a diamond. So you want to lay these 2 together and just sew the seam right here. And I've done that with this piece. So as you can see, now I pieced these 2 together, so I have this long diamond here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to lay it this way so that that tip of the diamond is up this way, and then fold it in half so that the sides here are aligned. The sides here and here. And so now I'm going to grab my Stribology ruler, put it right on top. I align a horizontal line here on the bottom. Now I like to cut my binding at 2 1/4 inches normally. So you can do that. What I'm going to use this one for is to make a bias tape to go around the opening here of my tree skirt. So I like to cut it just a little bit wider, so I'm going to cut it at 2 1/2 inches. But of course that's completely optional. So I'm going to cut through the 0, 2.5, 5, and 7.5. So now we have 3 bias strips that we can then piece together, and they already have angled ends. So all we got to do is lay the angled ends together like this and sew them together to make a long bias strip. But this is a great way if you just need just a little bit of bias binding or bias tape, and you can use this method.
All right. So yes, so we can cut and get some binding on the bias, or you can cut it selvage to selvage. I'm going to go have Mr. GP go to the overhead again and take a quick peek. I've cut some of these 1 yards into some binding strips. So you can see here I've got 3 of those very first plaids that I just cut to make binding out of each of them, and just the look that it gives. Then I went on and cut the 2 stripes here, just again selvage to selvage, and then I decided I was going to cut to show you the difference. So these would make great bindings, like I said. Look at those stripes. But then I took the blue one and I cut a bias binding, so you can see then I'm getting a diagonal stripe with the same fabric. I just cut it on the bias, and Gudrun gave a quick demo. There are other demos out there on learning and using your fabric to cut on the bias to give it the diagonal stripe. I did that again with, I cut a regular quick binding with this plaid, and then I went and cut it on the diagonal and gave us this on the bias. You can see the difference here between these two too. So we've got the diagonal stripes running, or the horizontal stripes, or the horizontal plaids. So you can see the difference in all of these and what different effects it gives. So these, again, whatever your look is or whatever you're going for, you can cut them straight, cut them on the bias. Let's take a look at some different quilt samples and table runner samples of some different bindings that are plaids and stripes. So I grabbed a whole bunch from our archives. We have a ton here, so I'm just going to lay them on top of each other, but you can just really get a feel for all the different looks that it offers. So here's one again. This is more of a stripe. This again could be cut on the bias if you want that more diagonal stripe, but very fun. I love using diagonal stripes for binding. Yes, thank you, Grandma Tina. Here's another one. This is a fun Christmas. This, oh, let me, here we go. So then here's another plaid that was cut. And then let's see, I've got another plaid. These are gonna almost look like the same plaid, but they are different. Again, I'm going to give you another plaid to take a peek at. Here's a fun Halloween one with a diagonal plaid. Then this was a noir quilt that was made from a line that we have here, and it's just a stripe.
I love that quilt.
I know, it is so awesome. And just that, this punch to finish off your quilt. And then one last quilt. This one is one of our newer ones that's coming out. Oh, let me get here. In the new Christmas in Europe book, we put a diagonal plaid on that one as well. So here's just some, just food for thought, kind of get an idea. Again, just adding that fun stripe or plaid to your binding.
Love it.
Yes, so cool. So I've got a notion as I go off screen. Again, I'm going to have Mr. GP go to the overhead so I can show you this awesome tool that we have. We have the wool cleaning mat tool, and it is so handy. I'm going to take it out here. It's by Gypsy Quilter, but I have one of these also at home. And Mr. KP can contest to this because I've had one for a long time because I use it on my stairs for my carpet. But look at how it just,
That's smart.
isn't it? Yeah. Like when
I thought of that.
it does. It just pulls up all those hairs and then you can go back in and, but it just cleans it up so nicely. So if you have your wool cleaning mat and as you're doing your bindings or piecing your quilts and ironing them, then get this right on here and it's going to clean up all those loose fabric strings. So this is the wool cleaning mat, or tool, excuse me. And it works awesome. And if you have carpeted stairs, use it for that as well. It's very sturdy. It'll last you a long time. And you just kind of can take off those fine strings and threads, and away you go.
Got a question for you.
Sure. It's Gudrun's full binding video on YouTube and or the website. Yes, Barb, it is on YouTube. I don't know if it's on our website or not, but I know it's on YouTube. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. This is my notion. All right, so we're just going to quick review these fabrics so then you can get to shopping and grab yourself lots of different fun 1-yards for all your binding projects. So let's take another look, except I got to get all these quilts out of the way and samples. Okay, so again, we have the plaid checks here with the blue wool check. And then we've got the cream wool check, the gold wool check, or wool check gold. So yep, grab yourself some. Any of these would be great. These are such great warm fall colors, winter colors. And then the wool check light green. Then we have the Simone stripe blue white and the Simone stripe pink gray, which again is a little more red than pink. Then we have the 2 grid plaids, one in the dark gray and one in the dark green. Then we've got these fun stripes. This Revival Ripple Cream, again, has like tons of colors in here. And then we're moving into the Stripe Summers. This one is Rooftop Black with lots and lots of fun color. And then we have Friday Sunburst.
A lot of people are asking if any of these are flannel.
None of them are flannel, no. They are, yep, they are all cotton. Then we have the Summer Love, Full Bloom, Friday Set Sail, and Friday Surf. Are you a surfer? Have you surfed?
You know what's funny? I've done every other board, and I lived in San Diego for almost 2 years and never surfed once. Kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, I
would love to try it.
Right?
I think I'd pick it up pretty quickly.
I would, yeah, assume with all your board experience.
Mm-hmm.
Although we took Mr. KP for his senior trip to San Diego area, and that was what he wanted to do, was to learn to surf.
Yeah.
And it was challenging, and so we got him an instructor, and he was out there for half a day, and he had a great time, but it was just interesting to watch him. And then there was like an older couple that were in their 50s, and it was on the lady's bucket list to learn to surf.
Really?
So she was
Out there ripping.
she was in the surf more than she was on her board, but man, oh man, did I give her some serious credit.
Yeah.
While my husband and I sat on the shore and watched them.
Well, here in Minnesota, I've wakeboarded and I've wake surfed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty decent at that. I don't know.
yeah,
It's on the list. I definitely have
Right.
to try it.
just to watch them pop up and try and get on that board and then to keep their balance. I don't know.
I got one more
very
question
cool.
for you
Sure.
here.
Yes. Oh, the fabric name for the Assorted. That is a very good question. And maybe if somebody from GE is watching, they can tell us. Do you remember what it is? It's a Tula line.
I was going to say it looks like Tula.
It is Tula.
There's Nancy when you need her.
Right. This one has lemurs in it. There's a lemur tail. There's a lemur. I don't know if you can see that very well on the screen, but I would say this is a 3 or 4 year old line.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
But
really
it's
cool.
great. These
very
black sashings are just, this quilt is so cool, and with the black, it just makes it really, really pop.
Mm-hmm.
So, any other questions?
I think that's it.
All right.
What kind of announcements we got coming up at GE?
Announcements. We do have a few things going on. Miss Goodrin announced our perfect pairing boxes, so if you haven't snagged one of those, go check them out when you're shopping on the website today. We've got some awesome perfect pairings boxes available. Friday, oh wait, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday. Nancy and I will be back with you tomorrow for Perfect Pair, and we've got a new announcement for you as well for our next project that'll be coming up in the new year. We're very excited. We're all trying to finish up our temperature quilts. Not so successfully, but we'll get there. I'm confident in that. Then on Friday, Gudrun will be back with you for Happy Friday. And what else do we have coming up? Any other exciting announcements that you need to tune into?
Let's say Tipsy Tuesday next week.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes. You do want to watch Tipsy Tuesday next week as well. Another fun announcement coming up.
Start of some holiday stuff, right?
Yes. Some holiday things are happening. So, and those will be announced next week. So make sure you tune in. When will the
Good
case
question,
arrive?
Carol.
Yes, good question. So, as of yesterday, it was in port, like our big shipping container was in port. We are hoping to have it
Next couple weeks, maybe?
couple weeks. I mean, if all things go well and it gets through the port quickly and through customs, then we will have it maybe even by the late next week, which would be so awesome because everybody is so excited, us included.
One more question.
One more question. Can we put our perfect pair boxes in our fab box? No, we can't. Unfortunately, that's a tough one to do because we're printing those all out at the same time, and just the way we process, because there's so many boxes that we're getting shipped out, unfortunately, those do have to go regular. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, everybody have a great day, and we'll get those fabrics
What's the next show?
Next show is next Wednesday, November 27th. What would we do without you producers? Because we just start rambling,
I guess
and you
we're
keep
pretty
us
important
focused.
around here.
So thank you for keeping us on track.
Of course.
All righty, everybody have a great day. Grab some 1 yards. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.